In this video, I'm explaining to you guys exactly how I run consistently. The way I run consistently, basically, just like today, start my day off with a run. Something called Eat the Frog is something I got from this guy named Adonis. If you don't feel like doing it, that's what you should start with. For me, I do not like running myself. I used to be 300 pounds, so I still have those traits even though I've broken it. I run consistently every single day. For the last around month and a half now, I haven't missed a day. So the way I truthfully run consistently is just by starting it at the beginning of the day, because I've noticed the later it gets in the day, I don't do it. I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes after work, I still run. Today I still ran after work, but it gives me a better chance to double up on runs instead of just running once in the evening. The best way to keep this going too is by running at the same time every day, or doing something called habit stacking. The way I like habit stacking is by putting it with something that you already do. If you get out at the same time or go to work at the same time, put a 15-minute or a 20-minute period before and then start running at that time. That way you can literally get your run in before or after, or both, just like I'm starting to do right now. And that way you can get your run in and it won't be like a new thing that you're doing. It's just 15 minutes before work or 15 minutes after. If you don't work, it can be school, it can be anything. Just figure out what works for you and then do that. The next way I run consistently is calling other friends and letting them know I need to be accountable. The best way I do this is texting them like, yo, if I don't run, I owe you 20 bucks, or if I don't run, bro, call me, or just anything. Like, I use any way to run, or I'll tell someone. Like, if you tell someone about what you're doing, then there'll be a better chance of you going. You can't just use the instant dopamine of talking about it. You gotta actually do it. But it just gives you a better chance when you talk about it, not literally like, oh, I'm going on a run today, but like literally tell them like, I'm going on a run today and mean it. If you've never ran before, or if you're at a different level, meaning like you ran but you're not consistent with it, there's two different ways that you can start this. For the person who's never ran before, I suggest that you literally just start walking. I know you have a fit cousin or a fit brother or someone you know that walks around every single morning. Find someone who does that and try to match their schedule. Or if anything, like just use them as motivation. Like if they can do it, you can do it. Everyone's the same. Everyone's still human. They just do different things in 24 hours. That's what separates them. So the next thing I would say for the advanced person, the person who's more experienced, create a goal for yourself and then create a punishment for yourself. So if the goal is 10 miles in a week, punishment should be a 1 minute cold shower for the whole week. If you don't get it the first week, the next week, you got to do cold showers all week. I don't like cold showers, so put this as your punishment. I bet you won't miss that run. I had to take probably one cold shower this week, but that's just because truthfully, I do mine by the day, not by the week. I challenge myself by the day. The next best way I suggest that you run consistently is by finding someone to run with. Honestly, when I run with someone, I always run further and it goes by faster, just like walking and talking. Truthfully, that's the best way to do it. If you don't run with someone that's honestly less motivated, you got to be really dedicated to run every single day by yourself, especially me. And if you don't want to do every single day, at least start up with 1 a week, then 2 a week, then 3 times a week, then 4 times a week, then build yourself up, especially if you're serious about losing weight or if you really just want to be a healthier person overall. Obviously, if you set a goal to run consistently and you have a real goal, this is going to take you by far further than half the battle. Because if you don't even know what you're doing, you don't have no plan, no action. If you don't have no plan to take action, how will you take action? So make sure you set a goal. So if you're a beginner, let's say, set a goal to do a mile a week. If you're intermediate, let's say to do a mile a day. And if you're advanced and you literally clicked on this video because you're like this close to getting your result, but you just need one more little push, do 3 to 7 miles per day. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm so close to my dream body. I'm doing 3 to 7 miles per day. I clocked in at work. I did a mile and a half. Before work, I get out of work. I did another 2 miles. That's 3.5. I come here on top of 8 hours of doing construction. If you can relate, drop a comment. Let's repeat this again. Let's make sure we set a goal, because we know if we don't set a goal, we'll never get there. This one's going to be built motivation. This is something that I created myself. You have to have literally built motivation. What is built motivation? Built motivation is basically when you create it yourself. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. I literally got out of work today and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going. I ain't changing my shoes. I'm not doing it. Nope. I don't care. I'm not doing it. And what did I do? I put my shoes on. I changed my pants. I put my shorts on. I did the same routine I did for the last 3 days, and I ran. Still, right after work. Like, you get out of work at 4. I got out of work at 4. By 4:01, I'm on the beach like literally, because the house that I was working on is a minute away from the beach. Most people go home right after that. Most people, 99.9% of people probably are going home after that day of work. For sure. Do you know how many workers are working out this beach house? Do you think any of them are going on a beach run at the house that they're working on after? No. They're all going home. That's it. But that's why I'm Bgotfit. Because to get the results that you want, you have to do the things that you don't want to do. So for me, I want crazy results. So I got to do crazy things. What do I look like getting on here telling you guys, hey, run? And then I'm scared to run a mile or 2 miles or 3 miles. I need to make it look like it's easy. Because what happens if I see one of y'all in person? Y'all like, hey, let's get a run in. I'm like, I ain't ran in 2 weeks. So like, nah, bro. Like, no. So I'm running every single day. I'm gonna scroll my Apple thing. See, I know I'm not kidding. I literally haven't missed a run in a month and a half ever since I got on this channel. I haven't even posted consistently on this, but I've been building my body consistently because that's part of my brand now. Every time I eat food now, I say this, I'm part of my brand. I got this from Atomic Habits. Actively announce what you're doing. I'm gonna make this the next how to run. I'm gonna put that in another video, but I'm gonna just give y'all this free game. You have to actively call out what you're doing. So let's say if you think about running and you say, oh, I feel like running, I should go run. And then you don't do it at that moment or you don't get ready to go do it. This is how you talk yourself out of it. Say, I'm actively choosing to stay fat instead of running and achieving my goals. And if that's not your statement, find your statement. But you get my point. Find the thing that makes you be like, oh yeah, that's not me. And if it's for you, like let's say if you're trying to lose weight, this is a cold tip for you. You're in the kitchen. You pour up some Fruity Pebbles. You got some milk. You finna eat it. If it looks so good, right? And you say, and then you remember, oh, I've been trying to lose weight. And it clicks. You like, if I eat this whole bowl of cereal, I'm going to get fatter. And if you do it, you're going to get fatter. Or you can say right before you pour it, or even after you pour it, because do you rather throw out $5 worth of cereal and milk to save your body? Or do you rather eat that and poison your body with all those fake sugars and all that poison, all that probably fake milk too, and then what? You poop it out in a couple hours and you get no nutrition, you're still hungry. Then you eat 3-4 bowls because they have all that fructose corn syrup. And if you didn't know, once they add sugar, it makes you want sugar more. I haven't had sugar in like 2 weeks for real. I'm lying. I had a couple M&Ms, but you get my point. Like, I haven't had sugar a lot. Like, of course, if I see like, bro, someone bought 36 donuts 3 days into my fast. Do you think I want some donuts? I love donuts. Did I say yes? Yes, I had 2 donuts. But what did I do that night? I ran. If you get your run in, it really doesn't matter what you're eating. And this is on a separate course. I'm going to put that on a link in the description or something just because I know I'm going to make a video on this in the future. But that's all built motivation. I'm going to get back on topic. That's all built motivation. Doing everything that you don't want to do is built motivation. Be remembering the end goal. So this isn't like having a goal. This is remembering the end goal. This is part of like mindset. So basically just imagine like and picture yourself at the peak point of where you can ever be, like 6-pack, whatever your dream is. You got cold buff shoulders, whatever your dream is. You see that. You're hopping out of a Lamborghini, whatever your dream life is, you see that. You can never get there if you can't skip M&Ms, cupcakes, you don't brush your teeth every day, you wake up late. Like, you have to do the little things, the stuff that you think is just so minor in order to get to the big thing. And that's truthfully the best way I could put it. So you have to do the small things in order to get the big thing. And the only way to do that is by remembering the end goal. If you don't remember the goal, you're not going to do it. Like, you could start a goal, it's cool, but remember the goal. That's why I put it right after, because you probably already forgot that we even started a goal. And you probably not even gonna start a goal when we're done. That's why most of these videos don't work, because they just give you the information, but they don't give you the mindset behind the information. So you just go and you just keep scrolling through videos and you get back to these dopamine hits. And most people put more transitions than they do information. So then they have to cover up the video with editing effect. No, I'm putting more information than I'm gonna put edit. Laziness. This is a lot of you guys' biggest downfall. You're lazy. You're lazy. This relates to all of them. This relates to having motivation. You're lazy, you don't got none. This relates to having a goal. You ain't set a goal because you're lazy. Remembering a goal. You can't remember a goal that you never set. So stop being lazy and stop procrastinating and get to your dream outcome so you can have that dream life. That fast, like once I realized, like I remember I told this guy, I'm like, if I had your body, I would already be rich. Then get the dream body. That's why you're not rich, bro. That's literally, and it clicked for me. I'm like, and I truthfully study entrepreneurship way more than fitness. Truthfully, I'm not the biggest fitness guru, but I do know I can teach people because I lost 100 pounds, and that's something that most people can't do in their lifetime. But the simple fact that someone else is fit, you think that, oh, it's just easy for them? No, it takes discipline behind that and so many years. I asked another guy the other day, I'm like, hey, bro, how did you get fit? He didn't even give me like 30 seconds. He said 20 years of consistency, like with a straight face, mad. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, and I can't even be mad at him because I know what he's saying. Like, bro, you know what to do. Most people who want to lose weight, they know what to do. They just don't want to do it. You're lazy. You're lazy. It's okay. Like I've been lazy before. I am still lazy sometimes. Bro, David Goggins says he sits there and looks at his shoes because he's lazy sometimes. It's okay to be lazy. Oh, how do you break laziness? It's okay. It's okay to be lazy. It's not okay to accept laziness. Let me correct that because I know y'all be like, oh, you said it's okay to be lazy and start eating. Like, bro, no, that's not what I meant. So sit with it and don't be lazy. Don't be a lazy person. Don't be a lazy being. God doesn't want people to just be lazy. God wants producers. And if you don't believe in God, honestly swipe off because I don't want no people who don't believe in God. It's not you and it's not no Big Bang. So the last one's going to be accountability. A lot of people don't realize that their own accountability partner is themselves. Like I'm my own accountability partner. I'm so hard on myself. Like if I eat bad or if I don't run, like I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel like, wow, I can't believe I did this to myself. Like I honestly don't care about myself. Like I worked 8 hours for this guy, but I won't do an hour for myself. Like I'm not nothing. Like I literally say that to myself. Like whenever I feel demotivated to do anything, like I just talk to myself like literally like my own coach. Some people need that extra motivation too. Like some people just need the extra kick. Like, bro, you need to do this. Like I know if I'm gonna give you another free tip. I was gonna stop right there. I'm gonna give you guys another free one. Get someone who's gonna keep you accountable too. So this kind of plays with accountability. I have a friend. He's crazy. He's my best friend. I'll call bro. I'll be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I can't get past 3 miles, 4 miles. I'm tired. He's like, all right, pull up. Scratch my head. I pull up. We go for about 5, 6, 7 miles easy with him because we were pacing. Did you think that I would have did that alone? No, it's the fact that another man is watching me saying, you're being you know what, if you don't run. Or another man outworking you makes your pride be like, all right, I'm good. Or another man watching him run in front of you and you slowing down, you start to feel demasculated like, whoa, I haven't been working as hard. So you start working harder and then you start outrunning them and then you start running faster than them and then they start respecting you more and then you just keep doing this loop and then they do it and then you do it. But find somebody who's going to keep you accountable. If you don't have no one that's going to keep you accountable because you don't trust yourself, you obviously won't get there. If you're interested in more tips like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel or check out the link in the description.